Okay, so we're talking about making a career change.
Hmm.
And you're maybe picturing yourself
Yep.
in a fast-paced world, right? One where
Oh,
you're wheeling and dealing with, well, a whole lot of something.
that's just something, yeah.
How about household goods?
All right.
We're going deep on wholesale merchants in that world.
Right.
The folks who make sure your favorite store always has those must-have kitchen gadgets or comfy blankets in stock.
Yeah, it's a lot more dynamic than people realize. You're not
Right.
just managing inventory.
Okay.
You're the crucial link between the companies creating these goods
Okay.
and the retailers selling them.
Interesting. So the RoleCatcher Career Guide, it paints a really vivid picture of this kind of career.
Yeah.
It mentions, for example, a really good earning potential,
Hmm.
even chances to travel internationally. Wow.
But it also doesn't sugarcoat the demands, long hours, high-pressure situations.
Right.
You really got to be on your
They need
toes.
to be ready. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And, one of the most fascinating aspects, I think, is that it really requires this blend of analytical thinking,
Mm-hmm.
but also people skills.
Right.
The guide uses this great example. Suppliers often struggle to
Yeah.
understand consumer trends in different regions.
Right, right.
And a sharp wholesale merchant swoops in, analyzes the data,
Okay.
and helps them tailor those products to specific markets.
That's where the high stakes part comes in, right?
Yeah.
It's not just about spotting a cool product, it's about understanding the whole
Yeah,
market,
absolutely.
predicting what the demand is going to be.
All connected.
Yeah.
Imagine,
You've convinced a major retailer to stock up on this new eco-friendly cleaning product,
okay.
but you misjudged the market demand.
Oh, no.
And suddenly you're stuck with thousands of unsold units.
Wow.
That's the kind of financial risk that comes
Yeah.
with the territory.
Right.
But on the flip side, you get it right.
Yeah.
The huge success story.
You're the hero.
Exactly.
That makes it clear why active listening and persuasion are listed as essential skills in the guide.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to really listen to what both sides need and
Mhm.
find that win-win.
Yeah.
It's like being a high-stakes negotiator.
Yeah.
But instead of million-dollar art pieces, you're dealing with mountains of bath towels
Right.
and cutting-edge blenders.
Exactly. Yeah. And
That's amazing.
and speaking of cutting edge,
Yeah.
even though we're talking about these everyday household goods,
Right.
this industry is rapidly going digital.
Interesting.
The guide stresses the growing importance of digital skills for wholesale merchants.
Okay, so it's not just about having a knack for spotting the next hot kitchen gadget.
It's more than that.
You've got to be comfortable analyzing online sales data,
Yes.
understanding e-commerce trends.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Think about it this way. You could be sitting at your desk, right,
Yeah.
analyzing data from these online marketplaces,
Mm-hmm.
and then suddenly you spot a trend.
Okay.
Maybe there's a surge in demand for energy-efficient kitchen appliances,
Right.
or perhaps a certain type of eco-friendly cookware is gaining traction.
Interesting.
That's your cue.
That's your cue, okay?
Yeah.
It's like being a digital detective. For household goods,
100%.
you're sifting through clues, you're connecting the dots,
Mhm.
you're trying to anticipate what's going to be the next big thing before anyone else even sees it.
Exactly.
And then I'm guessing you jump on that opportunity
Absolutely.
and try and negotiate a killer deal with a supplier.
That's it. That's where those negotiation skills
Okay.
honed over all those late nights with the coffee and the spreadsheets.
Right.
That's where it really comes into play.
Right.
The RoleCatcher guide mentions that
Yeah.
a good wholesale merchant, they can often secure
Mm-hmm.
exclusive deals.
Wow.
They're getting their chosen retailers the best possible price.
Right.
Maybe even early access to the hottest new products.
It's like you're in the know.
You are.
Okay, so you've found the next best-selling spatula. You've negotiated an amazing deal.
Yep.
And you've convinced a major retailer to stock it.
Right?
That's got to be a rewarding feeling,
It is.
seeing your instincts pay off on such a large scale.
It's definitely a rush,
Yeah.
knowing you've played a key role in getting those products
Yeah.
into the hands of consumers.
Into the hands of, everyday people.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But the journey doesn't end there.
Right.
The guide stresses the importance of building and maintaining
Okay.
really strong relationships
Okay.
with both suppliers and retailers.
That makes sense. Like, these aren't just like one-time transactions.
Not at all.
You're building these long-term partnerships,
Right.
fostering trust, ensuring this smooth flow of goods from like the
Exactly.
factory floor to
Yeah.
the store shelves.
100%. A wholesale merchant might be working with dozens of suppliers
Wow.
and retailers at any given time,
Okay.
each with their own needs,
Right.
their own priorities.
Right.
It's about being a master communicator,
Okay.
understanding all these different perspectives
Yeah.
and finding these creative solutions that work for everyone involved.
And this is where I imagine those international opportunities pop up.
Yeah.
One day you're visiting a state-of-the-art warehouse.
Aye.
The next you're on a plane to
Exactly.
like Italy,
Yes.
checking out the latest in handcrafted cookware.
It's not just about hopping on a plane to exotic locations, though,
Right.
although that can definitely be a perk.
That's pretty cool.
It's about immersing yourself in these different cultures,
Right.
understanding global market trends,
Okay.
maybe even learning a few key phrases in another language to help seal the deal.
I love it. Okay, so we've talked about like the fast-paced environment,
Right.
the high stakes, constantly having to stay ahead of the curve.
Yeah, yeah.
But let's get down to like the brass tacks.
Hmm?
What does career progression actually look like in this field?
So the RoleCatcher guide,
Yeah.
it actually lays out like a pretty clear path.
Okay.
You might start in a more specialized role,
Okay.
focusing on a particular product category
Okay.
or market.
Right.
But then as you gain experience and expertise,
Mm-hmm.
you can move into a management position,
Okay.
leading your own team.
So you could climb that corporate ladder,
Yeah.
become a respected leader in the world of like
Right.
sustainable kitchenware or something.
Exactly. Or if you're feeling,
Yeah.
extra ambitious,
Yeah.
you could even take all that knowledge, those hard-earned negotiation skills,
Right.
and branch out on your own.
Wow.
The guide mentions that some wholesale merchants, they eventually launched their own businesses.
Wow.
They're leveraging all their industry connections and expertise
Right.
to carve out their own niche.
It's really impressive.
It is.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Now, I'd be remiss if we didn't touch on the challenges, though.
Of course. Yeah.
We've talked about the fast-paced environment, the high stakes, the constant need to stay ahead of the curve.
Yes.
But the guide also highlights the importance of resilience.
100%. Not every deal
Right.
goes as planned.
Right.
There will be setbacks, unexpected challenges.
Yeah.
Maybe even a few unsold pallets of those, must-have gadgets.
Right.
It takes a certain level of grit
Okay.
and adaptability to thrive in that environment.
Yeah. And even with all the data analysis in the world,
Yeah.
I imagine there's still some intuition involved.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like a knack for understanding what consumers want.
Right.
Before even they know it themselves.
It's like having your finger on the pulse of the market,
Yeah.
The guide, actually, it refers to it as that.
It's true.
You've got to trust your instincts,
Yeah.
honed through all that experience and observation
All right.
to anticipate those trends and make those
Right.
split-second decisions that can make or break a deal.
So to wrap things up,
Yes.
it sounds like a career as a wholesale merchant in household goods.
Yeah.
It's anything but ordinary.
It's not your average 9 to 5.
No.
That's for sure.
It's this really dynamic blend of like
Yes.
business acumen, people skills,
Mhm.
and a passion for the products that like we have in our homes.
Absolutely. And as technology continues to
Yeah.
reshape the industry,
Right.
the people that are really going to thrive are the ones who can embrace innovation,
Okay.
think strategically,
Right.
and just never stop learning.
So it's like you're almost shaping the future of how we shop.
In a way, yeah.
But instead of algorithms, you're using your own like
Exactly.
expertise and intuition to kind of connect the dots.
100%. That's a great way to put it.
So if you are ready to dive into a world of like
Mhm.
fast-paced negotiations, ever-evolving trends, and the satisfaction of seeing your efforts pay off on a really grand scale,
Yeah.
this might just be the career path for you.
Couldn't agree more.